back. Hold on.
So, do you want to start off?
With what? Oh, we do have some plans for this.
Yeah, go on.
We have some plans for segments. If you like segments, you're gonna like this show. Segment number 1 is gonna be. We don't know. We're not sure how we're gonna do it. Like most of these things, we're gonna have, hopefully, a segment where you guys ask us for advice. Not everybody, but like one little advice thing could be nice, you know? Like let's say someone has some girl trouble. You know, they
Who
send
doesn't?
Not us, that's for sure. Well, yeah, for example, girl trouble. That's so classic, you know. Then they could send it in to us somewhere. We read it here. If you want to keep your anonymity, which you probably want to do, right? Maybe you
Yeah.
have some really personal issue, like
It's not Facebook.
no penis.
Yeah.
Then we keep your anonymity.
No.
We help you. Boom. That's segment idea number 1.
Some guy on Facebook
Yeah,
asking about his like tiny dick problems.
Yeah, exactly. And then we're like,
His mom sees it.
a
like,
lone chance wants to know about his little small dick, you know, something like that. Number 2, that would be which we're going to do today, like a Twitter segment thing.
Oh yeah, the problem thing we don't have set up for today, unless someone knows exactly what their problem is, and they're like, guys, I need your
And
help.
they can write out something nice, and it's like soon.
These are ideas.
Yeah. Segment number 2 is going to be the Twitter thing. That won't be so long, you know. We'll read up some things off there. It'll be a little chill.
Well, I've asked on Twitter, and I haven't read it.
Yeah.
And you
have a
said
lot of-
you had a look, and you said some was really shit.
Yeah.
And some was okay.
That's we're good. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's exciting.
That's something we have planned.
I've got a list.
You do have a list. You have a list of many topics to talk about.
Yeah.
You want to go?
Yeah.
Wait, anything else we have to address? That was
No.
all just technicalities and
Yeah.
shit.
With it being a fucking pilot, you know, this might fucking
Suck dick.
yeah.
You know?
We're giving this a go, doing it live. You know?
Yeah. I mean, you're the one who was like, you were really advocating for this. You
Oh
know?
yeah, I've been talking about this for years, man, trying to get it back.
We gotta do another
What was the reason that the podcast
I
ended
actually
in the
don't know.
beginning?
I actually don't know. What was the last episode? Episode 7? How did that end? Did
We
ever say,
had
like-
people visiting. Alex visited at one point, so this will have been 2014 or something. She was in the last one. She's the reason. Yeah.
It might have been. And then Philip was there too.
Yeah, Philip and were a guest, and Max was a guest.
Never
No,
Max.
Stefan?
No, never
No?
Stefan.
So it was them two.
It was PH and Alex. They were our only guests.
Yeah. What? Did we fall out?
No, it's just, you know, you get a little busy.
We started. Did you just fart?
No.
It's gonna be the theme.
Again. Go on.
We started Colder Milk, and maybe you were like, let's take a break with the podcast.
No.
Do you remember when we started Colder Milk?
Oh,
I remember. It's like, do you remember where you were?
where we were. Yeah.
Everything, yeah.
Theodoras.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were sitting when you enter
Theodoros is a
it's
bar.
a bar, a really
It's not
shit bar. You know, it's like
girl
one of those
version
places where it's like you get beer for piss cheap, and then anybody who wants piss cheap beer goes there.
And the
So, like-
shit thing with that is that the good beers, like a good ale, is still as expensive as any other fucking place.
Yeah.
So it's it's not even worth, like, it's not like it's like shit place, but all the beers are a little cheaper. It's just like the shit beer is cheap.
Yeah.
Everything else is just the same, but shit.
Yeah, that's the point, dude.
Yeah.
To bring like
I'm all out of that, man. I'm all done with that.
you
man.
gotta
I
bring
can't-
in some young people, man. It's it's good.
Yeah.
It's fucking lit.
Anyway, go on.
What was I saying? Where we
Do
started
you
Golden
remember?
Milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
came
And
out
you
of
were really
the,
like yeah.
I was really just like, I've been thinking.
Yeah.
And I
I
introduced-
wish you'd tell Luke this, you know? So he stops roasting me for like
Oh
starting
yeah.
Golden Milk.
Yeah. Yeah, during New Year's he was roasting you a lot.
Yeah. For starting this thinking it's like a
revenue
money
steal.
grab. You know.
No, it was my idea because we had been making videos for really long, and I took all the money naturally,
Of course. But you made the videos. Makes sense.
Yeah. Thanks. But still, like, and then I thought, like, you know what, like, because I started veering off and doing stuff with other people, and I felt like we had two different styles. So I thought, like, you and I should do our own show.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of
channel.
sense.
Like, I thought because we had such different styles, I thought I can make it work, schedule wise, and we made it work, But yeah, I remember.
I thought I could make it work
I
schedule wise. I had a lot of
could
balls in
pull
the
it
air.
off.
Yeah.
Do you remember the names we had for Colder Milk? Or before we thought of Colder Milk?
Yeah, just having fun.
We had Just Having Fun.
That was our first one.
Which is, I'm so happy. There's no name. You can't trademark Just Having Fun.
No. But, yeah, no.
And there was like LOL Boys. Just for
No,
lols.
stop.
No, not LOL Boys,
Stop.
but there was Just for Lols.
No.
We discussed Just for Lols.
No.
Yeah, we did.
No.
Or like LOL fails.
It
There was
was like-
something like that. I was like, you need something simple.
No. I would never, ever start a channel with the word lols in it. So don't try.
Or it was like Just for Fun. But there was something else. It was like Just for Lols. I swear to God.
No.
And you were considering
it was
it.
just for fun.
There were other ones.
No, just having fun.
Just having fun.
And then there was something else. There were a lot of ideas, dude.
It was like LOL Boys or something. I swear.
Stop.
How gay is that?
Yeah.
The LOL
LOL
Boys.
boys. Hey, maybe if we were sitting here
LOL
as
Boys?
the LOL boys, we'd be like,
Podcast.
could you
baby.
imagine colder milk? What does that even mean?
No one knows except us.
Yeah.
Do we say it here?
No.
Is a podcast introduction what it's about?
No.
Why are we called Colder Milk?
No.
No. All right.
Maybe one day. Maybe on the
That's what we always say.
The
When does the
10-year
day come,
the 10-year anniversary. We're already 3 years in.
When we hit 10 million subs, of course.
That's it. Or if we do like there's a podcast that I'm going to be like basing a lot of our things off. A podcast that I really like. And one of the guys has
Oh, wait, you're talking about another podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And one of the guys there has a really, really bad and really embarrassing virginity story. But he never tells it on the podcast.
But they're always tell the virginity story. He's like, no, I'm not going to tell it.
The only time he ever tells that story is when they do live shows.
Well, he says the same story every time?
Because
live.
Because it's not
as
on the
in on
internet.
theater, yeah.
Yeah.
They don't
theater.
allow, or
yeah.
Excuse me, in real life with an audience.
Yeah,
with
they do
their
like,
actual.
yeah, they do live podcasts.
So only people, but then, and nobody's shared it.
No.
Not one person has.
No, believe me, I've looked for it. I can't find it. So they have like pretty loyal guys, fans. So that's an idea. If we ever do a live thing,
then we say what
that's
it's all
where
about.
we can say where it's from.
I mean, I'm surprised that no one's put it up if they've done live shows. No one's ever shared it.
No? I mean, he tells people to put
Maybe
their
they
phones
sign
down.
NDAs. They take it really seriously.
Like, you can go to jail for that
Nobody
shit. For a
laughs.
story.
Yeah, they're all there like, what is this shit?
No. That's my idea so far. That's when I feel like we're gonna share it. If we ever do a live thing.
Yeah, I don't think that time's gonna come, man.
No?
That's very ambitious of you.
What if we go? I mean, somewhere that's like, the UK isn't unbelievable because you're gonna move there. And there are people there who watch us.
Is there that many people there? Like,
We do like a live thing. Why not?
we'll
I
have
mean,
5 dudes in the audience,
Well,
and then us 2 there. Like,
Yeah, but
it's not about
No,
them
I
like
mean,
taking
no,
the
it's
time to
not
see us.
necessarily-
They're sitting down for an hour and a half.
But no,
to
it's
be
not
with us.
necessarily a fucking live podcast. That's why I'm saying a live thing.
Oh, just like we meet up in a bar.
Yeah.
Tell people. We get drunk. We're like, oh, colder
Yeah, we get
milk?
fucking wasted, We do like a Twitter video, like ruin
Really
it all.
Anticlimactic.
Yeah, see, that's something we could do. How about that? Have you ever thought about doing like a live meetup at some point?
Yeah. I put up a video a couple of weeks ago, and the top comment with last time I checked it had 1,500 thumbs up. Was like a paragraph long comment about a guy saying that
He wants that.
Yeah, basically he said I mean a lot to him, and he would love to meet me before I move because he's from Sweden. So he wants to have a meetup in Stockholm. And I replied saying
Yeah.
like, yeah, I could imagine doing that. Like just saying like, hey, I'm over here like on Sunday.
Yeah.
Come by, you know.
Yeah.
Could do like a meetup for half an hour with people and then go to a bar for those who are legal and just have a drink or two.
Yeah.
That could be kind of nice, you know.
See? And that's when you tell the cold and milk story for those who want it.
Yeah, but then yeah.
I don't think it's a bad idea.
I mean, waiting that long.
It's been 3 years.
It's not going to be but it's just going to let people down. It's not some people are expecting to be like
true.
that time you came on me and I was like, golden milk. Like, they're expecting the greatest story. Yeah, they're expecting the greatest story ever, but it's just like there's just a meaning behind it, and that's it.
No, it's actually pretty boring.
Yeah,
it's literally like 2 sentences.
3 maybe.
I think it's like 2 sentences.
But it
worth
means
of story.
something to us. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
the point. You know, it doesn't. It's not that special, but it means something to us. And now it's such a mystery that no matter what the answer is, people will be let down anyway.
Yeah.
Even if it was like an amazing story.
It's like when you like Half-Life 3, if that came out now.
Yeah.
It'd let people down. Like me personally, I know you like it. I like it, but I don't like I mean the reason it's so big, so popular also, people have such good memories of it is because it was big at the time as well. Like
Yeah,
for what
really
it was.
ahead of its time.
Exactly. But like, and that's probably why. Me personally, like that'd be cool. But like, I never loved it, you know.
Yeah.
But I played through it, and I don't think I played the last one though. So as you can tell, I wasn't like a huge fan. But
exactly.
But those who were, that's my point. That like they'd have to release Half-Life 3 so that it's ahead of its time now as well. So something like the perfect VR game or something, like as an example, like because there's no VR game now that's like really well done.
Yeah, but then everybody has to get VR.
Yeah, well, if Steam comes out with their own VR device, that's a perfect way to get people to buy it.
Ooh, and it's exclusive.
Scum move.
My God, that'd be fucking sick.
You know, what if they made it kind of cheap? You know, what if they come out with a VR for 1,500 crowns, like $200?
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Wouldn't you buy that then? Like, I mean, that's cheap compared to like those that cost like 8,000 crowns. You know, like that. What if they? You know, that's what would have to happen for people to be like, oh.
Yeah. I still don't see. Don't see the world buying like a VR just for one game. Actually, they did buy a Nintendo Switch for one game.
Exactly. And the Nintendo Switch is expensive.
Yeah.
I was looking at it, you know.
Yeah.
For to get Mario
Nintendo
Kart,
Switch,
the Nintendo Switch,
2 extra controllers.
It's like 4,000 ish, a bit more, and then you get the game, you know, and that's one game. Like it's people surprise me sometimes.
Yeah.
They do. But I mean, I can't fucking talk. Back when we were playing horror games, and I found The Grudge, the game.
Yeah.
I bought a Nintendo Wii so that we could play Grudge, the game.
No way, you sold the Wii, didn't you?
No, I still got one.
Then why did we go all the way?
No. I bought it and I've had it up until now.
Oh yeah. They were selling it as a package deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bought it plus the game for like 2,000 crowns.
Yeah.
$200, a bit more.
Yeah, and problem is
just for The Grudge. That's not even a great game.
Yeah, problem is you do need a good computer.
For what?
To handle all the VR stuff.
Oh yeah.
Especially if it's gonna be Half-Life 3. There's gonna be some really sick graphics there.
Yeah.
And you need a VR as well. You're gonna need that PC.
Half-Life isn't good graphics though.
For when it came out. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but if it came out now, you don't.
If it came out now and it was the same graphics,
they don't upgrade
same
it all.
engine, just like
literally
the same thing, just like it's a different story.
It's their trashed project from back then. They're like, nah, all right, let's take it out and recycle things.
Exactly.
Let's put it up.
Then boom, that would suck.
Yeah.
So they have to update it.
Yeah.
Like Outlast looked really good. Because sometimes it's not all about the graphics, dude. Outlast fucking.
I thought you were. Yeah. Graphics weren't amazing in Outlast. In the first one, they were good. Second one. We go back on the Outlast rant.
Yeah. No, we're done with the Outlast rant. Fuck that.
Right.
So you've been hiding something from me. Go on.
What?
You've been Googling stuff and hiding it from me.
No, that was no. What happened was we sat down, and I said, do you have a list?" Because I was expecting you to have been leading this, and you said, "No." And you looked really just like, nah, like, we'll work on it. And I got really nervous, and I was like, well, we're just going to improvise, Because I only have 2 things, which are now 3, actually. I thought of one while we were setting up. So I Googled, and I did the classic. I Googled, like...
things to talk about.
Yeah, pretty much. No, I Googled good podcast topics, and I found 100 podcast topics for your brand new show. And I was reading through it, and some of them just made me
are really bad.
Yeah, some of them are really, yeah, exactly. But some of them are kind of like, I could imagine you coming up with something great. So I've got that as a backup if we end up being like. Problem with when you've been friends for so long and you meet up for beers every week and stuff.
I was gonna ask you about
you
this.
run out of things. There's like sometimes I'm impressed that we can sit down and talk because it's just like there's nothing we haven't said at this point.
I guess. I was gonna ask you about this.
And that's depressing.
Do you think this is gonna make us?
I need a new friend.
Do you think this is gonna make us like worse friends? Like we're not gonna be as close because of the podcast? Because we're gonna start like
we start arguing.
No. Because we're gonna start not seeing each other outside of this and talking about stuff. Because like no.
That's a good.
Save it for the podcast.
No, because there are different subjects you could talk about. There are things that are a bit more private and like. When you're on a podcast, you're trying to entertain as well.
Yeah.
We're not trying to, like, I hope I wouldn't be like that. There are subjects where I'm kind of like, I could bring that up during the podcast, And then there are subjects where it's like, fuck, no, like, that's something I want to talk about,
Yeah. You talk about some real personal shit.
Yeah. Exactly. And no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
When I was editing, something just interesting, which I wanted to bring up with you. On a stream once at the end, and I was like, I'll wait in case we come back with a podcast.
This was the nostalgia stream.
Yeah.
That was last stream.
Oh, it was. Yeah. When I was doing the best of, there's a joke in Gears of War where you say, is
it racist?
No, it's rapey.
Oh shit!
It's the one where you're like, maybe I'll pay her a visit,
Oh yeah,
and it's hilarious, right?
Yeah, that I'm fine with.
And and like, and I remember when I was editing that originally, because for those who haven't seen it, surely you've seen it, but for those who haven't seen it, it's a joke about the wife of a soldier we just killed, and we said maybe I'll pay her a visit after, but it's funny because of the timing, and because it's a well said joke,
Mm.
But I was thinking about it. When you really think about it, like it's almost a rape joke. Like it could be interpreted.
That's because it could be interpreted as well. That's because your mind went to rape.
Yeah, exactly. Well, hold on. No, because you said I have a point to this. I'm not interrogating you.
That's not all.
That's not all I'm gonna. Yeah, and that was hilarious, And I was thinking about that when doing the best of, because I put it in. I was like, yeah, that's funny. Like, no, I haven't seen anyone take offense or anything. But it got me thinking about like where the line is with a joke and how important it is for timing and context. Exactly. Like what and I mean, if you're not funny, then all of a sudden you're being offensive. You're funny because you're good at comedy. And you're good at the timing and what you're saying,
Okay.
And that's why you're entertaining in videos. But if you're not funny, then that would have just have been like, you could have been put out as an asshole, but it's because of the way you worded it that it was okay. And I just thought that was really interesting. I'm not expecting you to be like, you come in with some thesis. But, where the line is drawn with jokes like that.
Yeah.
And I draw a very obvious line in my videos, I've said faggot once when making fun of that stereotype. Now I've said it twice.
Wow.
And I was watching Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
And I was surprised. They say cunt quite a lot and stuff.
Oh, cunt's not a bad word.
No, but I wasn't. No, but I don't watch Rooster Teeth very often. But I thought that they were.
Like they're very. Like,
I thought they were family friendly.
Yeah, very family friendly.
Yeah,
very Disney.
Did they used to be family friendly and they've gotten less, or have they always just been like meh?
Oh yeah, they've always just been like that.
Okay, yeah, because I started watching videos of theirs and it started off with cunt, Like they started off with a cunt joke, you know.
Yeah, but cunt's not really a bad word.
No, but
Like they have an English guy. Do you mean Achievement Hunter?
yeah, I think
Were you watching one of
it was a
those?
Let's Play video.
Yeah, okay. Well, then they have like an English guy there.
Mm.
You know, so like if they say cunt, it's like it's not really anything to him.
Yeah,
Because the
sure.
English people, I'm sure that's some shit they say
No, but if they were
all the fucking time.
yeah, but cunt is one because some, you know, cunt is worse to some people than fuck, you know, because they see it as sexist. They see it not sexist, but they see it as you know, offensive to women because you know. So I would think I don't watch them, so I got really surprised because I wasn't expect I would think they'd have words that they don't say, for example, that, you know.
Yeah.
I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah. Well, you know, they've always been like, I think they have said the F word before.
What?
I think they've said the F word.
Fuck.
No, the one that you said.
Oh.
The one that I don't want to say right now.
Why don't you want to say that right now?
Because I don't want to say it.
Okay. Do you not think it's nice to say even when you're discussing it?
Nah, I don't know. It's a tough line there, especially now. You know, you can get like now that we're talking about it, especially like you can be fucking roasted for anything you say.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It still stings in people's ears even if they're discussing it.
Yeah.
I think that's really.
You just got some haters right now. You just said the word.
Oh,
No, I'm not just kidding. Nobody's saying anything.
I was
But I mean,
looking like that.
no, but you could have, you know, inspired some haters. They don't have Twitch accounts, but they're just like, this Tio guy.
Oh, but in that
just
case,
said
like those
the F
kind
word.
of haters, they can go fuck themselves, you know, because they know that I'm here discussing the word. I'm not actually. I don't like the word. I never use it, you know. So if if I get a hater for that, then fuck off, you know. Like I don't care about that because that's like, there are haters where I'm like, yeah, you have a point, and then there are haters where it's like, what's your fucking point, you know, like. So that one I wouldn't, but I see what you mean. Like it's unnecessary to say. When it's already, definitely.
Yeah. You know, not really speaking of, but I experienced some racism the other day.
Oh yeah? Do you experience it daily?
No.
Like on the train?
No.
Like,
no.
That's what people expect these days. They're like, everywhere I look,
Everywhere
racists.
I look. As soon as they make eye contact with someone, you know, I'm like, how
Yeah.
dare you?
People shouting at you, thief! Thief!
Thief! That's not an Asian stereotype.
No, I don't know.
But it was actually when we were out
Bad driver.
with me, you, Alex, Luke, my boy Amir. And that night you guys went home, and then we went and continued.
Yeah.
My boy and I.
Yeah.
And
people drunk. Yeah.
Yeah, we were in the line at McDonald's. You know, you end up at McDonald's, a classic.
Oh yeah, of course.
And
It's where your night leaves.
there was this like 40-year-old woman in front of me, and she was ordering her shit, and then it was my turn next.
Was she drunk?
Yeah, probably. And then I'm ordering. You know, your boy's getting 10 McNuggets. He's getting 2 cheeseburgers. He's getting 1 large fries. He's getting a Coke Zero. He wants a McFlurry. He wants all this shit. You know?
Wow.
No,
Really
I'm just
going
kidding.
for
No,
it.
no. But as I was ordering, she was like saying numbers. So she was like, she was like, 2, 4, 8, you know. And the guy.
Wait, the girl was.
Yeah, as I was ordering.
Oh, I thought you meant
because I was like, hi,
Right there.
6 McNuggets, 2 cheeseburgers.
Oh, so she
1
was
large
trying
fries,
to ruin it.
1
for
Coke.
him.
Yeah. And she actually succeeded because the guy gave me 4 cheeseburgers when I asked for 2.
Right. Did you pay for 4?
Yeah. But I gave 1 to a homeless guy and 1 to my brother.
Very good.
And
your brother at home. You took it all the way
yeah.
home. Here you go.
Yeah.
What was it? Did he eat it?
No, you fucking threw it in the trash, you stupid asshole. Anyway, while I was saying the numbers, like I was like, oh, I want to blah, 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 blah. And once I finished my order, she looked at me. She was like, in Swedish, she was like, I bet you're a mathematician, aren't you? Or something like that. Like, I bet you're some kind of whiz kid mathematician, huh? Because I was saying numbers in Asian.
Good,
And I
good.
looked at her like, actually, no.
Yeah.
Like, I'm awful at math.
That's
She's like,
just
really?
like-
I was like, yeah.
That's not even an offend, or no, I mean it's offensive,
No,
but it's not like
it's
not
like,
one that'll make you mad. It's just like stupid,
No.
you know,
No, but that's the kind of
racism.
That's the kind of racism Asians experience.
Yeah.
It's not like you know, black people experience a lot more like judgmental. Oh, I guess yeah. Same with Asians. But with Asians, it's way more classic. Oh, sorry, classic. It's way more casual. It's like asking some Asian guy like, is it true what they say about Asians? You guys have small dicks. You know, it's kind of like haha, like
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, yeah. Asian racism, it's a lot more casual, and almost accepted. You know,
yeah,
like,
exactly.
as like funny.
As like
you
funny,
know?
yeah. If you're at a party and you're like, you call someone like, ha ha ha, ching chong, ching bing bong,
Yeah.
you know, like, people are gonna be like, well,
Yeah,
what do you do?
yeah, and it's also because it's really stupid.
Uh-huh.
You know,
You call someone the N word at a party.
that's not exactly.
It ends the party.
Exactly.
Now there's no more party.
Yeah, no more party. At least not for him. He's out.
Yeah, exactly. He's out.
Yeah.
But
do you see a lot of racism against you? Do you feel a lot of racism? Like, not. Yeah. Don't like. I don't mean like. Those kind of things. Just small moments where you're like when you go up to someone, like I guess in a store or something. Do you feel a lot like? Does that happen a lot?
No, I mean it's happened.
Yeah.
Like, I think I haven't done online dating, but there it's probably like it's hardest apparently for Asian males and black females.
Yeah,
I think
I've read that as well.
Yeah, so stuff like that. Like if I went on Tinder, I wouldn't get half the matches you would. But that's for different reasons, my man. I mean, I could have like the best pictures of me. I could have like a really funny bio, and you could have 2 pictures of you and no bio, and you would do better than I would.
I might do better. Now this
comes off as racist. Where I'm like, oh, that's because Sweden. But I mean, like, I guess it's kind of statistically proven that Asian males do worse
in Sweden.
On online dating, because based
off but I mean if you're in Japan, then it's not the same.
No, true. Okay,
yeah,
true,
that's
true,
why
true.
I said in Sweden. Just to clarify.
Yeah.
But yeah. I guess we're going into difficult territories here. But
you gotta
watch what you say. But isn't it also? I mean, if you're going into that, isn't it also proven that? I mean, that's difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, a white dude, statistically, white dudes go for white females a lot more than black females, and I guess that's part of why it's difficult, because you got 98% white females, and that's not a statistic that I know, that's just like a generalization, I guess, I'm estimating, and I guess that makes it difficult, but I do disagree with you versus me on Tinder. This is going to lead to a
Tinder off.
See who does better. We both want to do worse. To our point.
I'm getting like 50 matches a day. I'm like, fuck! God damn
it! I think I do really awkward pictures. I look really...
Unless you take good pictures of yourself. I don't know.
You mean lying pictures? Like where the thing with Tinder is you just show off the nice bits, and then it's like, I wouldn't show that I have, like, that I'm just this, like the nice thing is that I'm tall. You said this last week, like, I do good because I'm tall.
Yeah, you have a number there. The only thing in your bio is 6'3".
6'3".
Yeah.
No, I do 6'4" because I'm close to it. I'm just
exactly. And then they don't look you up and down and go, "You're 6'3", you fucking asshole."
I mean, then I come off as cocky though. You just write 6'4", full stop. There's one picture of me with a cape.
Well, you stand next to like Alex, just to show how tall you are. Use it as your fucking profile picture on Tinder. I like that.
I think I did Tinder for a while right before I found Alex, but it was just like, I looked at my pictures, and I just looked at them and I was like, who would date this? Like,
yeah, well,
you have to have really nice pictures.
Yeah, but also that was what, 4 years ago?
Yeah.
And then you just had this like shit bio, shit pictures. You didn't even show me a fucking boy who could like hitch you in some kind of Will Smith way, And by now, Alex is taking a lot of nice pictures of you. You could use those pictures, dude.
Okay, cut her out.
Yeah, just, you're in a nice suit.
Yeah, I mean, weddings.
Photoshop, you're good at Photoshop. You Photoshop her arm out.
Oh, yeah. Weddings is the place to take Tinder pictures because you're all dressed up, you look nice, you're happy.
Yeah, that's a good first photo.
Yeah, the suit.
Yeah.
Like us at New Year's.
just not dabbing.
Not the one where we're dabbing.
No, not the one where we're dabbing.
I say us at New Year's naturally think the one where we're dabbing, you know.
Oh, actually, maybe I could put that on there.
No.
You know, as a very final picture, just the one where we're all dabbing.
But it's a bit of a sarcastic picture, isn't it? And they won't know that. They think you're like, I fucking love dabs, you know? Like
no. It's at the very end. I'm there with. It shows that I have at least 4 friends
who all dab.
Yeah, one is. We all look good in it. We got obviously. And we're all in suits.
You're going
we're
like
all in
this.
suits. No, Luke is doing this.
All right, yeah.
And so there's obviously some kind of like, there was a situation where we were like, oh, this is so fucking stupid. Like, let's take a fucking picture, you know? Like, let's do this. And like, we set it up. It wasn't like, oh my God, guys, you know what would be fucking dope?
But they don't know that is what I mean. They don't know you.
I would know that.
So
I would give them the benefit of the doubt. If I have a funny bio, and have that as my last
yeah,
picture,
yeah, exactly. That
boom.
I was gonna say context. That. Yeah, you have to do a bio where you really show, because if they're only judging you by the pictures, they're like, oh, this guy, this is my type, you know, he looks good, and then all of a sudden, dabbing, you know, and they're like, maybe not, you know, like, so they need to from the bio. No, but that's what I mean. The bio needs to show that you're all about.
I'm all about that funny shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm also the kind of guy who's like, I wouldn't do good on Tinder just by like pictures. You know? It's like somehow I have to get them in the same room as me. Like somehow I gotta trick them into the same room and then trick them into thinking I'm another person, you know?
Yeah. Trick them into marrying.
Yeah, no, trick them into thinking I'm this like, haha, funny guy, you know? Like that's where I get them.
Get them pregnant and get married.
No, I'm out.
Oh, you're out? Oh, then you don't need to get them pregnant. I thought you were looking for a lifetime partner.
I'm spreading my awful genes to everybody.
Oh, so you're still getting them pregnant?
Yeah. I want to.
That's the one way.
I want to ruin the family line. You know, like I want to give them tiny dick. I want to give them receding hairline, bad at math, all this shit.
You're good at driving. That's an Asian stereotype. You're supposed to be bad at, or maybe it's old Asian women. Maybe that's a stereotype. Yeah. You don't know. Not yet.
No.
You'll get there.
Yeah. Do you think we should do driver's tests every like something year?
Yes. Once you reach like 60. 65. Once you're too old to work.
You're too old to drive.
No, it's not. No. Too old to drive.
No, yeah. No, but yeah, it's really final. Like
you lose your driver's license.
You're too old to drive. No, but once you're too old to work, yeah, you should take a test.
Yeah,
because
I believe so. I thought about that the other day.
If you can't work, then why should you be able to drive?
Exactly. Or no, yeah, exactly. Or you need to make sure that you're able to drive.
Yeah,
basically, because your fucking eyesight die. You're gonna have a heart attack on the road. Like you gotta make sure. I mean, it's hard to prevent that. Anyone could have a fucking heart attack on the road. But a lot of old people, you know, like a lot of grandpas out there are like 85. You know, they can't piss on their own, but they'll drive on their own. You know, like it doesn't make sense to me. Like, and I think it should. Yeah, I think 65. Now I'm like doing quick math here, and but 65 to 78 to 80. It should be every 5 years. And then after 80, I think it should be every year.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah, because then you start fucking dying.
I think if I had to take a driver's test every year, I would just stop driving.
Really? I mean, it's not like your initial one where it's like, you know, but it's just like, you just need to show that
I'm like,
yeah, you take like a quick, like, maybe they have their own course where it's just like, make sure that you see all of the, like,
you park here.
Put like a fucking mannequin in the middle of the road just to make sure that you're not like, what was that? You know, because that's what old people might end up doing. They just fucking miss things because they're old
they
and
swerve
blind.
Off to the right.
Exactly. Like put a little pond somewhere and see if the driver drives into. Do obvious stuff.
Okay, so
because that's what happens when you're
on a course. You want some mannequins in the middle of it.
Yes.
You want a pond here and there.
A dog because they're lower.
You want a dog.
You want a dog. Yeah. And obviously not live dogs, but do these kind of obvious things that anyone should be able to spot. And if they fail that, then they're obviously too old to drive.
True.
Which is sad, but that's the truth. There are a lot of people there are a lot of crashes I read about. I'm like, why the fuck are they driving? You know, like there'll be some 92-year-old who hit a kid, and it's like, well, shouldn't be driving in the first place. You know, like And maybe he should, but maybe that's not the reason he crashed into him. But a lot of me starts thinking then, like, did he miss him because,
Yeah.
I don't fucking know, but I'm not old, so I don't, not physically.
But emotionally.
You're
an old man.
memishly,
Yeah. You're just gonna fucking go to bed at 6.
Oh.
Have a nice little siesta.
I think it sounds peaceful to be old. Like, I could be old today, honestly.
I'll kill myself.
No, yeah, no. I'm sure if you fucking did that now, and I'm here like, what have you done to me? Like,
oh my god, your bones just hurt. Like,
but what I mean is just the idea of it. The idea of being old sounds kind of relaxing to me, as long as I can walk. Then like there are a lot of aspects with it. I'm like, play chess with the neighbor, visit Alex's grave. Like.
Oh. You think I'm gonna die first?
You never know.
Let's face it.
I'm gonna kill you off and take your money, of course.
Her plan.
My God.
Day 2 of
that
the marriage.
Fucking YouTube money.
Yeah.
Nah, don't worry. We got a prenup in the works, honey.
Oh yeah.
Don't you fucking worry about it.
Oh, look at this. I got a nice little like God ray.
Oh yeah. And then I'm dark. If only you were wearing white pants.
What else you got on your list?
Oh yeah, you reminded me of something else I have on my list.
What was another one of your 3 things you had written down?
Well, a couple of weeks ago I was like, I'll start doing a list, and it's just because I thought of that one thing. And then as time went on, even today, I was like, I'm not gonna bring that up because it's just like stupid. But we were talking about discrimination, and I was thinking about if I will be if anyone will be like, because of the whole Brexit thing going on, when I move to England, if anyone will hear, I'm not expecting anyone to tell me to go back to my own country or anything, because a lot of those guys tend to be racist, and there are a lot of Swedes in England. But it might happen, and that'll be a completely new world to me. But I don't think it will, But I thought I wrote it down because I thought it would be interesting to just make something interesting.
I mean, why would they hate you if you're a tall, privileged white male?
Well, I mean, it's not
cis white male with your fucking YouTube money. You're paying your taxes. You're there.
Yeah, but that's
you're
the thing.
living. You're living by their rules.
So are everyone. So is everyone else who they're telling to get out. Or not everyone, but that's the point, that they're being racist, and their excuse is, well, they're not fucking contributing and they're taking our jobs, and it's like, I'm there, and like they won't do it.
You made your own job.
I'm sure if some Arab who gets hate, if he was a YouTuber, I'm sure he wouldn't get any less hate.
Maybe
they'd find other excuses to hate on him.
Also, you're worried about racist people when you move.
No, I'm not worried about it.
Okay, well,
But I had the interesting thought. That's why I wrote it down. Yeah. Wasn't even planning on bringing it up, actually. But we've already talked about discrimination, so
we already hit our discrimination quota for the podcast.
Yeah, I was gonna lead off to it, but then we led off to old people driving.
Yeah,
which was a much more fun subject.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I have one more thing.
Old people smell bad, don't they? You really reach that age of being old when you smell bad.
What old people are you meaning? I don't know any old people who smell bad.
Don't old people smell bad?
Are your grandparents alive?
No.
I threaten you.
Nope.
They're not. No.
All my grandparents dead, baby.
Were any of them alive in the last 10 years?
Nope.
Because I was going to ask, did they smell bad? Because my grandparents didn't smell bad. Okay. They had an old smell.
Old people smell. That's because they smell a little bit like dust.
I know. I know. Now I know what you mean. There's a bit of an old smell to them.
Yeah.
I don't know if they smell bad. I don't meet them. I'm like, nice
I mean, I wouldn't. I wouldn't like. Let's say I got some perfume. I got my own line of perfume coming out. I don't make it old person.
Who does? I wouldn't make it young person either. Like,
I would.
The new kid smell. Like,
oh yeah.
Baby. Now that's a good smell.
Now that's disgusting. You pedophile fuck.
But it's a good smell.
I guess, but I'm not like,
that fresh baby smell.
And you're just like, I want to smell like a fresh baby
but that's
for this Tinder date.
Exactly, that's my point. No matter if it's a good smell or a bad smell, you don't want to have a perfume where they say this blah blah, like this human smell. Like, they need to do like something that's nature. You know, no matter if ball sacks smelled bad, you wouldn't name a perfume after ball sacks and say like the new ball sack fresh. You know,
Why not?
and they have David Beckham there sponsored by them. He's like, and that's my point. Like, just because you wouldn't put them in a perfume doesn't mean they don't smell good.
Okay. Hey, I'm just saying, man. they smell
What made you
weird.
think of that? Do I smell bad?
No.
Did you get a whiff of my smell? And
No,
you were
no,
like,
no, no, no. I was on the train the other day. I think this was yesterday, and an old person sat next to me. And I was like,
It's the smell of death, you know, like it's, oh man, that's so sad.
I guess they do. I guess that's what death smells like, if anything. As they're getting to that age, they're gonna die.
Now, death is the smell when they're, I'm sorry, but when they're on the table and the gases start releasing, that's the smell of death. you
That's the
know?
smell of,
I always
like,
read about that when your grandma
farts
like
and
passes
shit.
away in bed and then like things start happening to their
And you
body.
peace out.
That is just like, nobody likes to talk about that because it's just like, it makes people uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's the
But
same
that's
thing
what
with, like-
happens when you die, you know?
Yeah, it's the same thing with like
You get a
pregnancy.
wreck, don't you, or something like this?
Yeah, when you're giving birth. You heard about that?
Oh yeah, you fucking shit out
Yeah.
your fucking everything.
Yeah,
like-
you're just there in the room, Alex shitting herself.
And they're like, I'm ready! And it's just like, it's just a bunch of
She
shit.
shits all over
Yeah,
you.
no,
You're
it's
like,
just,
oh!
yeah. And they,
See, like, she's not even disgusted by it. She thinks it's funny. Like, at the time, she's gonna be like,
You're
she's
hilarious.
gonna be like, yeah, got him.
but you know, that's a good initiation to the baby life. Because when you have a baby, there's shit everywhere. Eventually, it's like, you just get so used to shit because the baby's always shitting, you know?
Yeah,
There's shit
but-
all over you. Like, it's a good introduction. It's
But
the
it's your
initiation
wife.
when your wife shits on you.
No,
It's
but
like,
it's your wife.
this is what you can expect now.
Yes, but from your
No,
wife.
I'm not saying I don't have a problem with it. I'm just saying, like, it's the initiation to the shit life for the next 3 years.
Yeah, but like the difference is like maybe I'm eating my wife's asshole. Like I'm not gonna eat my baby's asshole. You know, so that I'm fine with. Like, leave the asshole out of here.
I'm okay. No, I'm not okay with the shit. My point was just, it's an initiation to the poo life that's about to
So you're
come.
thinking it's like she's on the thing. She
She does it on
She got the
purpose.
legs up like this.
We got torches
And then
lit up.
the doctor comes in, you know, like, all right, Tio, it's about time for the shit. You get down on your knees in front of her, like, the initiation has begun.
Oh, no.
I'm just saying, it's your wife. Like, I don't want to see my wife shitting herself.
They do, what they also do is they, if it's too small for the baby, they cut between the anus and
Yeah.
the hole.
Actually, that typically rips.
Yeah, but if it doesn't, they'll take scissors and cut it. Either way, like, wow.
Just get out of my life, please. Like,
I'd hate to be a woman in that moment, you know?
yeah.
It's literally just like as if I cut your ball sack open to give birth to your balls. Like, that's the same pain
Yeah.
scale. I feel like it's...
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like if like whenever you want something magical to happen, you have to piss out your balls. I mean, it's kind of the same ratio, isn't it?
What are you talking about? What magical?
Like I'm comparing it to pregnancy and giving birth.
Yeah.
Like that's a magical thing to happen.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And if you like, if a guy wanted something like really nice and magical to happen,
What would be the equivalent of a baby for a
pissing out your
woman, for a
balls.
guy?
That's
No,
what
no,
I'm
no, no,
saying.
no, no, not
Like,
the equivalent
like,
of birth.
Like it's the
What-
same.
when-
It's the same.
Well, you want a
radius.
cake.
It's the same circumference.
I
Like
get that.
in comparison.
That wasn't my question, though. When you want something magical, what's your line there? When is it necessary that I cut open my balls for it?
When you can't get them out.
Oh, you said
What's-
when
what's
you
the
want
third
something
thing on your
magical
list?
to happen. No, can I just clarify?
Yeah.
When you want something magical to what? Like I want a cookie. Like what are you?
No, I'm just comparing. Like, giving birth is magical. It's beautiful. It's
Mm.
life, you know.
Mm.
And let's say the guys wanted to do the same thing.
That would be what would have to happen.
Yeah, but let's say
Hasn't
something.
there been a guy who had birth? Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah,
Wasn't it?
there was a guy who got.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
gave him a. He had.
I'm not sure if that was fake or not.
No, I saw a documentary and all. He
Oh,
had a
shit.
big belly.
No shit.
And I think it was in the Guinness World Records or something, which is kind of weird. But
Have
yeah.
you like most male pregnancies or like?
Most male pregnancy.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's like yes, one, I did
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, no, I think it was just like interesting cases that have happened.
Okay.
Right, what was my third thing? Moving on from that.
You know? Oh no, I'm sorry.
Oh, just an interesting question I thought of while sitting here. I saw emotes. If you made a Twitch channel, what kind of emotes would you have?
Probably one where I'm like this.
That's a good one, yeah.
Also, just to show you I'm the OG. Because I'm the OG.
Oh, yeah?
I fucking swear I'm the OG, bruv.
I already know this.
No, I didn't show
You
you.
tell me every day that you're OG.
Oh, that I'm the OG, bruv?
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this.
Is that you?
Yeah. That's me, baby.
It's going like this.
I'm doing the thing.
That's fucking beautiful.
And this is, I'm probably like 4.
Yeah, that's like 1998.
Yeah. Maybe like 3.
Man, that wasn't even a thing back
No,
then.
dude,
did,
I'm
like-
doing this all the time. I'm telling you, this is
That could be your emote.
this is your Harlem Shake. I don't know what your thing was. No, life's good. No, what was your thing? What was your thing? Like
Oh, it was a
you
Nazi
did
video.
edit, the Nazi
The edit,
video.
the gangster moments.
And then the
No, not gangster moments.
Thug Life.
Thug Life.
Thug Life.
I did Thug Life before it. Can we just?
Yeah.
I did Thug Life before. I think we've talked about that before, have we? No, I did Thug Life before it was a thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
There's a video as proof from like 2012 or something, where I did an edit where Thug Life popped up, and it was
goes
us.
black and
We were
white.
all standing in Nazi zombie army.
Yeah,
it goes black and white, and there's gangster music, and in a font it says Thug Life.
Yeah.
And that
I
became
think
a
it might be
meme.
even
Like
smoke weed every day, right? I think it might even be that.
no, because that's copyright. Your boy.
But I mean,
Stays away
you
from
didn't
that.
buy it? Okay.
No. No, but it was some gangster rap I found. Like,
Yeah, just
you know. But I did that, and then like a year later, it became big on everywhere and videos. So some dude probably watched my video,
he was like
saw that, and was
"Oh,
like, "That's hilarious! I'm gonna do
That's
that," and then
funny.
it slowly spread. I swear, I have no proof that that's what happened, but I have proof that I
that
did
you
it
made
fucking
it
early.
way before.
I did it fucking
There was another
early.
one too, right?
I've got a list of memes that I was.
Yeah,
first
no,
on.
no, for real. I remember there being 2.
What could it have been? Thanks, Obama.
No,
I was first on that one,
No, you
baby.
weren't.
No. I once did on Twitter. That reminds me. I did on Twitter for like I've had 2 Twitter moments that I can remember right now. Where it went overboard. You know when you
Oh,
you've never
yeah,
done
the
it. When
one
you tweet
time you
something, you're like,
tweeted.
"Fuck!" You delete it, like, or you get like a backlash. It comes out wrong, you know.
yeah.
There was a This is kind of lighthearted. There was a hashtag
Oh,
trending.
the Osama bin Laden.
No, not that
Okay,
one.
okay.
No, that one's also a funny story. Well, we could take that next time maybe.
Yeah.
No, this one was there's a hashtag trending saying blame the Muslims,
Mm.
but it was a sarcastic one.
Yeah.
It wasn't, or I think it was started by racists, and then people started
Oh,
joking
they
with
took
it
over.
to make
yeah,
it
yeah.
more lighthearted and to for Muslims instead.
Yeah.
So I did something. I just thought of something. You know, this was like 4 or 5 years ago. I think it was like 2011, maybe 6 years ago. Well,
Mhm.
time flies, man. And I said, "The milk's out," and then I wrote, "Blame the Muslims," you know. And I got like 2 replies, and it wasn't even a big thing, but I got 2 replies that were both like, "That's not funny," you know. And I
Yeah.
just deleted it. I felt like shit the rest of the day, and and yeah, it was a shit tweet, but I was just trying to join in, you know. Like,
Yeah.
Twitter's dangerous.
Yeah, but if it
sometimes,
became
man,
like a trending meme, you know, then it's kind of on them that they weren't updated with it. That like rather than like joining in on
that was
the
the whole
hate,
part
like,
of the
yeah,
fucking hashtag.
and it was
like
the
I was
point
just
of
joining
the
them.
hashtag. It was
You're supposed to
it
do
was
light
to
things.
dominate it,
Yeah,
to make it our own.
yeah, and my point was because racists tend to have these shit reasons, and then they're like, "Oh, it's the fucking Muslims." So then it's like, "I'm out of milk." Oh, I was trying to make
Yeah,
fun of
yeah,
them,
yeah,
you know.
yeah, yeah.
That was the point of it. But 2 guys immediately, that's what scared me off. They were like, "No, that's not fucking funny, Tio."
Yeah.
Like and I was just like, "Oh, I'm sorry," you know, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You know what it's time for? It's time for the first segment of Twitter. Oh shit.
Yeah, you do the reading. I lean back, relax.
All right. Let's see what y'all wild animals came up with. I remember seeing one from Arne that was good. but he's not here, so we can't take credit for it.
I thought Theo was way too PC, but he dope. It's all coming out here on the podcast.
You're a fucking asshole. Alex did some really boring one. Okay. This actually reminds me of something I wanted to bring up. Arne at Arne DW writes, how you think the other has changed since you last did one of these 3 years ago? I have a good answer to this.
All right, go on.
Something that people still bring up, the beer thing, where it's like I would be like worried about going and ordering a beer.
Oh, you have something where you changed.
Yeah.
That was a big subject we talked about. Yeah, remind them.
Yeah,
because
that
most people
like
probably don't remember. Saw it.
Like in episode like 1 or 2 or something, we talked about being like
Self-conscious.
like me being self-conscious about ordering things from people, like at a bar or at like a cafe or whatever, and being like, shit, like what do I say when I get up there, and like, and now I'm like I could honestly not care less what anybody thinks of me.
Interesting.
Mhm.
That
Even
is interesting that's changed.
Yeah.
Why? Because you grew up.
I don't
There's
know.
no specific. There wasn't like an epiphany moment where you were like, oh,
I don't know. I mean, how old were we when we did that? We were like 19.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I was still a teenager. It's fucking, But now I could honestly say I don't care what anybody thinks of me.
Very good.
Not
That's
even
good.
you.
Well done, buddy.
I don't give a shit what you think about me.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks, dude.
And you thank me when I'm proud of you.
Yeah. I mean, I
don't give a shit.
I like the good
Thanks,
things, you know.
dude.
I like when you're saying good things about me. I don't have anything for you. You're pretty much the same guy, except you're getting married.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't change much.
We haven't
do you?
changed much.
Yeah.
I don't. No, I'm the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Exactly.
No, I'm good. Maybe I'll think of something
It's only,
next time.
I mean, it's
but-
only 3 years when you think about it.
Yeah. I haven't changed.
Yeah.
Subtle things maybe, but nothing where I'm like, I used to.
You're
do
a complete different
this,
person.
You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I was like spouting memes left and right or something. Like
Yeah.
no, I'm the same. That was a good question though, Arne. I like that.
Yeah,
Not that
good
you're
work,
here right
Arne.
now. Yeah.
This is my boy. At Sindre. You say it's Sindre. It's Sindre, right? Come on. Sindre Nygård.
Yeah. What else would it be?
Rhythm with something. Tell us about the dick conversation you had about Zlatan and Tom Cruise. Now, here's where this gets interesting.
Right. I never
There was a
explained that.
poll on Twitter. You might have seen on Tio's Twitter.
Yeah.
Whose dick would you rather see, Tom Cruise or Zlatan,
Mm.
the football star,
Mm.
the legend, the Swedish king?
You really introduced Zlatan. Nothing for Tom Cruise.
I mean, Tom Cruise.
He's
everyone
watching
loves
now and
Tom
he's like,
Cruise. No, Tommy boy. Tommy, I love you. Anyway, that first of all, that devolved from something like completely different. Do you even remember what we were first talking about? Male nude leaks versus
yes.
woman nude leaks.
Oh, that was just weird.
And then
Yeah,
all of a
yeah.
sudden, and then we ended up at Tom Cruise versus Zlatan.
Because they were examples for original argument.
Yeah. And my argument for Tom Cruise is that I saw this on, someone said this as well. They added you. With Zlatan, you kind of know what to expect. The guy should have nothing but a nice dick.
Yeah.
With Tom Cruise, you
don't
never
what-
know.
You never know what.
You never know. He's a fucking international superstar. He's a millionaire. He's a legend of his time. But he could have a small dick.
But that's
So you
my
would-
point with it. Zlatan, you're pretty sure that it's big, First of all, what if it's not? How hilarious would that be? But if it is, then you gotta see how big it is, The monster dick of all dicks.
But what if Tom Cruise has the monster dicks of all dicks?
No, he does not.
You don't know. You do not know.
I'm like
You don't know his
99%
Zlatan either, to be
sure
fair.
He does not.
You do not
I bet
know.
he's got like a tiny dick.
No, you don't know. Nobody knows. That's the point. You never know. The guy should have a big dick. Just depending on, considering who he is.
Yeah.
But it's quite likely. You know, you never know.
What,
That was my
poll-
argument.
What poll won? I
Tom
know
Cruise.
they were like 48-52 for very long. Did Tom Cruise win?
I think so. Should we check?
I tweet too much, man. Are you even gonna find it at this point?
Yeah. Oh my god, you tweet so much, dude.
I don't tweet that much, actually.
Yes, you do.
No.
Look,
I mean, you're looking at No, you're not. Oh yeah, there. Look.
Tom Cruise takes it all. He takes it home, baby. With 1,525 votes, 54% would rather see Tom Cruise's dick.
Hard dick.
Hard dick. And I'm agreeing. I don't think you would disagree either.
No, I can see his dick.
Sure. I'll see his dick. if you're showing it, I'll see it. You see, this is kind of weird, but... No, fuck that.
No, what?
No, I was going to say something about the Alison Brie Glow show she has. Never thought she would do nude, but she did it. Congrats. I really want to see that. Glow.
Is that the
About
series?
the glamorous ladies of wrestling.
No idea what this is.
Yeah, it's like I don't know when it's based. Maybe it's like 70s, 80s, something like that. 60s, 70s, 80s, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she's an actress, and she like it starts by showing her not being able to get like a serious role. Like she auditions for a role, and the people are like, you actually just read the man's lines. Can you please read your lines? And she was like, oh, whoops, sorry.
Oh,
and
the
then,
movie.
No, it's a TV series. It's a Netflix series.
Oh, there's a movie coming out now that's very similar to that. With sorry, go on.
Anyway, yeah, and then she reads this like secretary's lines, you know, and it's like, can I get you a coffee or something? It's really like tame and very like,
That does sound interesting.
you know. And then she goes to another audition, and it's like with a bunch of other girls, and they're doing like a wrestling, like a WWE kind of wrestling, not like Foxcatcher wrestling,
Yeah,
but like wrestling. In that sense, it looks really good.
that sounds good. When's it coming out?
No idea. We got some baits here, trying to get us out as pedophiles.
What?
If you had sex with two females whose ages added up to 25, what ages would you pick? Nice try.
We'll avoid that one, Connor.
Future content. Should we talk about any plans we have?
You've got great plans.
I got great plans.
Whenever we
for
meet, talk about it. He's got it. He's really just like,
yeah.
You got magical plans.
Yeah, but you know, then
let's
again,
keep it on the down.
let's keep it
low.
on down low, for sure. But just so you people know, we got things in the works. Next time, I'm gonna be saving things, looking beforehand.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What is each of you guys' favorite video on the channel? That's good. Coming straight from the boy himself, Landrew Barth, Shadow Pulse 02. You know what's really good? The pumpkin one. That's a good one.
Oh yeah, that could be my answer. No, that's your answer. Fuck.
No, but I mean, not that. Wait. That's not my favorite. It's a really good one.
The E3 videos are really.
Oh
funny.
yeah, no, that's my answer. The
My
E3
answer
ones.
is the
My
one with
answer
Max.
Is, the E3 videos. When I think about it,
I really like those.
yeah, I really want to do that one again.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Right now.
Let's watch E3.
Oh, wait, is this you actually saying it?
No, E3 isn't now.
No, I'm saying, are you? Yeah.
I want to do it though.
I have conflicting feelings about it.
Do you not want to?
Depends which one we do it. How early we do it in the week.
Yeah.
We'll give it some thought.
Yeah.
But those are my answers.
New and exciting things that happened in your life since the last podcast. That's this guy. You're getting married. You're gonna move. Me?
You're the same.
The same old boy, the classic boy you all know and love. That's it.
Yeah, I move. I get married.
Mhm.
I get a hot tub. That's as big as the other two. You
Yeah.
get that hot tub in the backyard.
Yeah. Now that's gonna be a real lifesaver for you.
That's gonna be really,
Especially in the
really good.
summers.
I want to relax. You take a beer, sit down in the
Yeah.
hot tub.
Nice cold beer in a hot tub.
Oh yeah, no,
Life
I'm
doesn't get
set
better
on
than that, man.
No, it really doesn't.
No. Anyway, let's call it there.
Yeah, let's call it. That feels good.
But if you're watching on Twitch, we're gonna hang out for a while longer now, and we're gonna, because we never really interacted with the chat,
No, yeah.
so
Chill
we're
a
gonna do
little
that
bit.
now. But then for the video podcast for you guys at home watching this after, we're gonna see you. No,
You were getting ready for it.
yeah, I know. That's kind of what we're always doing,
What are we-
Okay, our plan for this is like every other week we'll try to do this, because we realize that once a week is too much for us.
No.
So we're gonna see you in 2 weeks for this again. We're gonna be hanging out after the stream. Sorry, I mean after the video. We're gonna be on stream. We'll see you guys in
We're
the
gonna
next
be hanging
one.
out after this stream.